The food situation in the Eastern DRC is so bad since around 8 million of people are facing a food problem. The people close to the operating zone of war are facing that problem as they don't have any way to go to their farm. They don't have access to their farm, to their food. And these people are the ones who feed cities which are under government or rebel control. And the lack of food can be seen in the population in the both parts because farms are still far for what can be a secure zone. Another fact is that in some zone close to the war zone, farmers are finding mines or other military equipment such as bombs in their farm. That's what don't allow them to cultivate. And because of that, the lack of food is a really danger in the city of Goma, which is the hub of the Eastern DRC, but in also other cities around Goma and all villages, because many villagers have not yet get the access to their farms. The closure of the airport of Goma contributes a lot in this tragedy, which has become a paradox because, DRC doesn't have good road to supply anything from a point to another point. Everything was transiting by Goma airport before reaching another area. So as now the airport of Goma is closed since the city was taken over by AFC M23 rebels, these have contribute a lot in the lack of food, lack of supply in other regions. But unfortunately now, as the Goma airport is closed, even NGOs doesn't have all means to supply food or anything as items in some zones. And this is the biggest challenge which are facing humanitarian but also locals in the Eastern DRC. It's in the north part of North Kivu, which is called commonly here Grand Nord, where this tragedy has been impacted a lot, the life of citizens, because in that zone fightings are intense and every day between M23 and some Wazalendo groups in Lubero territory, in the south of Lubero territory and a part of Walikale territory, where every day people cannot go to their farm, to their land, as fighting are every day. So as people can't produce food locally and they don't have any supplier road to get food from outside, the lack of food in that party is huge. And when that party, which is a big agricultural producer, doesn't have food, that affects all the neighboring zone till some 100 kilometers. A city as Goma, which had beans and cassava people eat here, usually comes from the north of North Kivu, and for now north of North Kivu is not producing, then also Goma doesn't have food. But not only Goma, which is under rebel control, but also a city like Butembo, which is under government control, also depends by the north part of North Kivu, the zone of Lubero, to produce, to get food. Nowadays, DRC is importing food from Rwanda and Uganda, and especially in the zone under M23 control, they are reinforcing security in the rural zone to allow to locals to get access to their farms so that they can produce food to themselves and also to other cities, to other big cities such as Bukavu, Goma, and Kiwanja. But for now, situation have not yet been resolved because the lack of food is a really danger which are facing people here in the Eastern DRC. Both sides, the side under the government's control and also the side under the AFC M23 control.